Hi, it's Kevin Fallon. I'm the editor of the Daily Beast Obsessed, and I'm here with today's 5 biggest snubs and surprises from this year's Emmy nominations. Let's start with the biggest surprise. It's the show Jury Duty. It got nominated for Outstanding Comedy Series. It's the year's biggest Cinderella story. This is a show that premiered on something called Freevee, which we had never heard of until word of mouth turned this into a huge hit. And now it's up there with big hitters like Barry and Ted Lasso and Abbott Elementary. Now, let's move on to what I think is the biggest snub, and I'm so annoyed about this. It is my favorite show, Somebody Somewhere, from HBO. Specifically, the performance from Bridget Everett in the lead. She is so good, and it is a complete and utter travesty to me that she was not nominated for Best Actress in a comedy series. Now, let's go to another snub that's also a surprise, because it's a surprising snub. It's Harrison Ford for Shrinking. Shrinking is a show that got 2 acting nominations, one for Jason Segel and one for Jessica Williams. Harrison Ford, because it was such an against type kind of role, was considered a shoo-in for Best Supporting Actor in a comedy series. But of the main cast, he was the one who was left out. What gives? The next prize is a real fun one for me because it is so long overdue. Vanderpump Rules got its first nomination in Unstructured Series, which means basically reality series. It is the first time any sort of Real Housewives related show has ever been nominated in that category. That means literally no Real Housewives franchise has ever been nominated before. Vanderpump is the first. This is huge for Bravo fans. Congrats to us all. And now, finally, what I think is a pretty egregious snub. It's the final season of Atlanta, and its star Donald Glover. This is a show that used to rake in Emmy nominations, and it's one of the few comedy series that supposedly wrapped up its run this year, including Barry, The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel, and, depending on who you believe, Ted Lasso. Now, those 3 other series all got comedy series nominations. All their actors were nominated. But Atlanta was shut out except for just one below-the-line category. I think that's really absurd considering how groundbreaking and how important that show has been. So, let's mourn that. Let's cheer for things like Vanderpump Rules being nominated. And let's look forward to the Emmys if they actually happen in September.